Hello, Megan here. This is going to be a meditation video, some super simple breath work at the beginning just to help us settle into our system and especially into our heart. In my own practice, I've been very focused on the heart space. And yeah, when we think of the heart, we think of joy, love, of course, unconditional love, peace. I feel like the heart can be associated with all of these really wonderful qualities and essences, and absolutely. But the real work is clearing ourselves of the things that get in the way of that. So sometimes working with the heart can feel intense, complicated, hard, painful, sad. And when those things arise, when anything arises, be it quote unquote good or bad, there's nothing to worry about. Way easier said than done. But none of it means that we're on the wrong path. And a lot of the times, the more challenging it is to sit with something, the more valuable it is to sit with something. And that doesn't always mean, seek out the crap and just sit there. But it does mean that we have to look at the elephants in our room, So yeah, those are the things that have been coming up for me when I have been working with the heart the past few weeks. And so this meditation will be simple in its focal point, in its mechanism, but you just never know what will come up. So my hope is that whatever comes up for you is of the highest service of you and everyone connected to you, because this work is how we change the world, and that's not to be self-gratifying. It's just that when we clear ourselves, we make space for our light to shine. And when other people see that, that's where we make a difference. And if all of us could do this, even just a little bit, think about the world we would live in. And that's the kind of world I want to live in. It's the kind of world I want to leave for my child. So, with that, go ahead and find your seat. And the meditative seat can be anything. It doesn't need to look like what you might see on Instagram or in a magazine, if anyone still reads those. You can be backed up to a wall. You can sit on your sofa or on a kitchen chair. You can prop yourself up on lots of pillows or folded up blankets. You can sit flat on the floor. It's really just a matter of what feels good for you in the moment. Cross legs or not. Legs can be fully extended. Whatever feels right. You just want a nice tall spine. And as much as possible, soft shoulders, soft eyes, soft jaw. And then relax your gaze or even close your eyes down. Hands rest anywhere along the legs or the knees that feel good. Palms face up or down. We usually say palms down is more grounding, palms up is more receptive. But if those energetics don't work for your system, don't worry about it. And for now, just take a few moments observing your breath. There's nothing to change, but know that with a little bit of attention, the breath might naturally or automatically change. And this is the auto-regulatory power of the breath. And then we'll take a few clearing breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth. So wherever you're at, exhale completely. Big inhale through the nose, like you're filling up the belly, the lungs, the head even. Open your mouth, exhale. And do that twice more. You can make the exhale a little longer than you're used to. Can even add a sound if you want to, like a sigh, a hum. And if you need a couple more clearing breaths, go for it. Otherwise, reattune to breath in and out of the nose once more. And encourage it to slow down so it can move more deeply into the lungs. And visualize a 360-degree breath, as if you're expanding the lungs, both the left and the right lung, in all directions, all degrees. And allow the exhale to take the time it needs to empty those lungs before the next breath in. Empty the one that you're on and take one more like it with the same intention. And afterwards, come into a normal, natural cadence of breathing, whatever that might mean for your system right now. So just something that you don't really have to think about or force or muscularly enact. It's just an easy breath in and out. And then bring the palms to face up wherever they're resting on your legs, your knees. And as we breathe in, we're going to really gently close the fingertips towards each other, like flower petals closing at night. And as we exhale, we're going to open them back up, like they would in that early morning light of the sun. Inhale, fingertips close. Exhale, fingertips open. This is just with your natural breath in and out. And guide your attention, your awareness to your heart space in the center of your chest. And visualize your heart, your actual physical heart, as a lotus flower. And if you're like, I don't actually know what a lotus looks like, visualize any flower. Trust whatever instinctively pops up. Trust that the color is the color it's meant to be, the size is the size it's meant to be, all the things. And visualize its petals closing as you breathe in, as you gently bring fingertips towards each other. And then visualize those petals opening as you breathe out, as the fingertips move away from each other. So it's like you have 3 flowers, forming a triangle, closing and opening with every breath in and out. Soften your tongue. I'm going to be silent for a little bit. Trust that we're all doing this together. Your video is not glitching. I will speak again. Until then, just stay in this focus point. As you continue to breathe in, close the petals of these 3 flowers and breathe out, open the petals of the 3 flowers. Become aware of that triangle between the 3. Triangle is the strongest, the most stable space, shape in the universe. So inside of that space, you can feel stable. And imagine a tiny little avatar you inside of the triangle. And ask your heart, which is this giant flower before you, breathing, opening and closing. Ask your heart, what gets in the way? And the trick is to quiet the ego, quiet the mind, and simply listen. And now ask your heart, your pulsing, breathing heart, as a flower, what does it get in the way of? And the answer might come as an image, as an automatic knowing, as a sound. And the final question to ask your heart today: what is one action I can take right now? Keep the 3 points of the triangle alive with the opening and the closing of the petals. And trust the wisdom, the light, the knowledge, the healing that you have received from yourself in these moments. And in the next 5 to 10 breaths, let action go, let visualization go, and simply be. Still keeping the eyes closed or the gaze soft. And you can stay in this silent, still place for as long as you want. Whenever you need to transition out into the rest of your day or night, do so mindfully. It could be a great time to journal a little bit. Could be a great time to dialogue with someone who you really trust. It could be a great time to continue to be silent, to go for a walk. In nature would be awesome, but even just around the neighborhood. Pet your animals, love your kiddos. There's no right or wrong. I want to thank you so much. Please let me know how this makes you feel. If you're so inclined, I would really love to hear it. I'm also available if you have any questions. And again, just thank you, thank you, thank you for the work that you do in the world, because this work that you do on yourself automatically reverberates into it. And that is what we so desperately need for healing on a global collective level. So again, thank you.